Okay guys, today I wanted to start part of my video here. I am working on polishing the Desert Eagle. Now, as you can see here, I have to bring down these areas here, which were very pitted. I did polish a little on the barrel, but I still have a lot of sanding to do. This is just, I haven't really roughed it in. The slide I haven't done at all. But as you can see here, this area here is usually pretty pitted. And I just start out with 100, but I'm going to move it down to 80. Basically, I take that and just, start going like this. Because you want to get that so it shines, but you want to get all the pitting off. Get in there. Then you got to really get down here. You can see this is pretty bad. I bought some 80 grit, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I bought, first you have to take all, smooth it out. And I bought this. It has different, it has your 80 grit, 150, 220, and then I bought some 2000. I'm not wet doing this. I'm just going to basically do it. There's some areas in here I have to use the 80. So that's why I bought it, because some areas there are pretty tough. So I'm going to take this 80 and just tear it. And the areas in particular is right here. I don't know if you can see how pitted that is. See that? But if you get your 80, and it's going to take a while when you're doing this. This is not an overnight project, because this is pretty bad. You could use some kind of grinder or something, but I'm just going to really do it by hand. Because the worst part of the gun is that section. You can see, looking a little bit better, but you really got to work on it. So I am actually, like I say, starting on this. I got to get all this roughed up. But there's a lot of, there's like pits in it. Because when they probably cast this, they're not going to do a beautiful job for you. And I don't know why, especially if you're looking at a gun that's, $1,600, and the other $1,600 gun, 1911 or something, is not going to be all put it up. You can see how nice that looks with the 80. It gets a lot of it out. But you got to do this a lot until all that crap is out of there, until all the pitting or the forge marks are in there are out. And there's a lot of it in there too. See those forge marks? See it? But all these areas I've already worked a lot on, so they're going to be a lot better than what they were. So basically that's what you're going to do. You're going to take this, and all the areas that are pitted up, are forge marks, you're going to sand them down. Even down here a little. You can do that. This is not really pitted out, so you could take it to smooth it out. The bottom one to do is get all the surface finish off. Get it down with time. You can angle it and go like this, and it'll smooth it out. See how nice it'll start turning out. I did up in here. This I have to finish. I did this side. You can see how that is. So even with your, so you want to get in there, like I say, it's going to require a lot of work. The bottom line first, we're doing this, and right now I'm working on the frame. And you can see. But it's just, you do it until this stuff is all down, then you move over to your next sandpaper. So that's how I'm starting out on this project, and I just wanted to show you. And as we make progress on this project, I've already set my parts out to get chrome plated, the sights and some of the black parts, and I just have these other components to do now. But thanks a lot for tuning in. Guys, now you can basically see this here now. I don't know if you see it. I've sanded all this down here, and I'm just using 80 grit sandpaper, just getting on there, sanding it, I get in here like with these serrations on the bottom, containing, fold the paper up like this, get in there. I've sanded a lot of this tang area down in the side there, in the trigger well, pretty good. I've got a lot of work to do. This frame is the hardest part. Over here, same thing, sand it down on there. The slide, it's not too bad. You have to just get up in here. So I'm continuing on with this. You see your hands will get a little dirty. I'm right now just using basically just 80 grit sandpaper. Then I'll work myself up to 220, 400, 2000, and then it will go on the buffing wheel. Thanks a lot, guys. Guys, I wanted to show you on the serrations. I'm just taking sandpaper and doing it just like this, folding it up and going right in the serrations like this, because I want to have it shine in there too. I don't think a lot of guys do this. Let me show you. Shine it up like that, and the serrations are dull. Even the manufacturer has kind of shitty looking when they titanium plate them, the serrations. So, okay. And you really have to get into these serrations and get the shit out if you don't want it to show. You have to really polish those up. So I'll be going over that a lot. Right now this is my first shot on the serrations. Better sandpaper here. You can see how they start cleaning up there. But you want to get all that shit out there. Alright guys, as we progress, but this is pretty much it for today's video. But I did a lot of stuff here. I'm going to still do some work on it. This frame is really, well, kind of shit in the garage. This frame is really bad. I mean, it needed a lot of work. I had to do underneath there. I had to do in the side there. You can see it's kind of rough. Did all up underneath here, up in here, all on this bottom here. Still got to do a little bit more, but I'm going to do a little bit more, then call it a night. I don't want to rush. You rush, you start making mistakes, guys. Thanks a lot, and this is the first with 80 grit sandpaper, sanding all the areas, the pits and the valleys out. Then we're going to move up a little higher. Once I get everything as fine as I want it, clean it, degrease it, and everything, then we put it in the buffing wheel. It's going to be magic. I've sent out my parts to be chrome plated. They're going out to Ford's in Crystal River. Hopefully they'll do a good job. They're going to be chrome plated. So I'm doing all this myself. So far I have about $120 for the parts and about $20 for sandpaper invested. Thanks a lot, guys.